Hey guys, my name is Ariana Christine and I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how I do my eyebrows using Nair. Now, of course you're going to need Nair and you'll also need Q-tips as well as an eyebrow spoolie. You'll also need tweezers. You can use the thicker tweezers or you can use the ones with the pointy ends like I did. I prefer the ones with the pointy ends because they grab the hairs better. You'll also need an eyebrow razor, possibly. I didn't use mine though. And you'll need rubbing alcohol, some scissors, preferably for cutting hair, some cotton pads, and a mirror. Okay, so I started off by getting more familiar with my eyebrow shape, taking a close look and seeing where the work needs to be done. After that, I started to comb my eyebrows or brush them with my spoolie into place, just to really see where it needs to be trimmed and plucked and naired, of course. Then I proceeded to brush my eyebrows upward so that I can visibly see the hairs that need to be removed a lot better. Also, this prevents you from accidentally nairing the part of your eyebrows that you don't want to nair. Brushing them upwards helps to really get them out the way so that you can get the necessary hairs that need to be removed at the bottom. So after that, I dabbed a little Nair onto a napkin and I took a cotton swab and dabbed a little bit into the Nair. You don't need too much, you just need a little so that you can get the little hairs that's under your brows. Now again, I want to emphasize that I got the hairs under my brows and not on my brows. I had a friend, I'm not going to mention any names, but I had a friend who tried to do this and she put the Nair on her eyebrows and she took off most of it. Now, I am not suggesting you do that at all. I am suggesting you put it under the brows where you don't want the hair to be. If you want hair on that area, do not put Nair on it. Okay, so next, as you can see, like a fool, I tried to brush my eyebrows down with a Q-tip rather than spoolie. Don't do that. Just take your spoolie and start brushing your eyebrows downward. Now, some of the hairs may touch the Nair. It's okay, because later I'm going to show you to cut them from under your eyebrows. So any hairs that touch the Nair from under the eyebrows is not going to be a big deal. So I brushed the hair downwards, and then I applied Nair again above my eyebrow where I wanted hair to be removed. Now, you may not see it, but I have little hairs like above the eyebrow. I don't know why it grows there, but I just put a little bit of Nair there to remove it. Now, in hopes of not being made fun of in the comments, I decided to mention that I definitely do have visible skin issues, a lot of dark spots, dark circles under my eyes, a little bit of discoloration. I've been working on trying to improve my skin, but it's also the reason why I haven't been posting. I took a really long 6 or 7 month hiatus because I gained a lot of weight, and like I said, my skin has been acting out completely against me. And it caused me to be really insecure and also was going through a lot of other issues. So that's why I took a long pause when it came to posting. But I decided to stop being insecure because a lot of people go through these things and it's okay. Like, you don't have to beat yourself up over it. All you can do is try to improve it if you want to, and if not, embrace it. Okay, so I let the Nair sit on my face for 5 minutes off camera. Then I came back, hey, and then I removed the Nair using Q-tips, not a napkin. I feel like a napkin tends to kind of smear it, and you don't really want that. So I use a Q-tip to precisely remove the Nair from under and above my brows. Definitely take your time so that you don't get the Nair on your brows. After that, I poured a little bit of rubbing alcohol onto a cotton pad. This is after I wiped all the Nair off, and then wiped my skin so that the Nair that is so that the Nair that is left over isn't seeping into my pores and gonna cause me to break out. So the quick story behind me learning how to do my brows, I've been doing them for over a year now. I was tired of going to the salon and telling them how I specifically wanted my brows to be done, and they just like never listened to me, and they would always mess it up. So one day I just decided I might as well learn how to do it myself, because if it gets messed up, it really doesn't matter, because they're always getting messed up anyway in the salon. And they actually came out spectacular. So I've been doing them on my own ever since. Now, do you guys see how clean it looks under my brows? Oh my goodness. This is why I love to do this. Now, I'm only posting this video to show you guys how I do my brows with Nair. And if you choose to follow what I'm doing, it's 100% up to you. I do not want to be held responsible if anything happens to your skin. You should definitely test it out first, because everybody's skin is different. Okay, so now that my brows are looking nice and clean, again, I'm going to pour a little bit of rubbing alcohol onto a cotton pad, and I'm going to wipe my brows so that none of the leftover Nair, or Nair residue rather, seeps into my pores. Okay, so after cleaning my brows with rubbing alcohol, I brush them downwards with my spoolie so that I can trim the hairs from under my brow. Now, I do that rather than above the brow, because I tried one time above the brow and it was looking kind of scarce afterwards. So definitely brush it downward and trim it from under the brow. Also, if you're going to use scissors on your brows, make sure you clean them first, especially since you just cleaned your brows. So you want to make sure that anything that touches your face is clean. Now, I know I keep repeating myself, but I want to make sure that everybody understands me clearly. Now, again, I'm trimming the brows from under, and I'm going very slow and very lightly trimming. I'm not just cutting straight across. You want to take your time, because you just really don't want to mess this up. Also, as you can see, I don't have any of my wonderful wigs on, or any of my hair in my face. So if you're going to do this, make sure any of your hair or wigs or whatever you have on your head, if you have anything on your head, is out of the way. I used an old t-shirt to kind of just tie on my head so that you guys wouldn't see my meeks. Okay, so after I finished trimming, I brushed the brows right back into place and they look amazing. Now my brows are not even, but they still look great. And then I took my pointy tweezers and proceeded to tweeze the little hairs that were under my brows. There wasn't a whole lot above my brows. If you do happen to still get hairs above your brows, I would suggest using an eyebrow razor just because it's a lot easier to cut from above your brows than under your brows with an eyebrow razor. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that tweezing under the brows was easy. I started to tear up a little bit, but pain is beauty. Now that I've finished tweezing, my eyebrows are finally done and I think they look amazing. Now, my eyebrows are never even, so I'm not sweating it. And if yours aren't even, you shouldn't sweat it either. But I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Later.